Hey guys, okay, I know that it's been like about a year and a half actually since my last movie review, but this is something completely and totally serious. And I'm doing this throughout all my channels. I have multiple ones. Like this one's for movie reviews. I have a gaming one. I have a series review type thing. I have all these things going on, and I've been checking all my channels. YouTube has apparently been going through and taking away monetization rights from big YouTubers. And what I mean by big YouTubers, I mean not only big to me because I watch them and I follow them, but also because of the idea that these people make a living off of this. And to be losing their monetization is taking away their job. And that worries me because I've been trying to go ahead and get a job. Like I mean, mind you, I have 3 right now. Before, I'm not sure whether or not I had 1 at the time I was making my old videos. I don't remember. It's been that long. I feel really, really bad. I will be doing movie reviews again. I'm sorry. My 3 jobs have been getting in the way, though. But I have been trying to make a living off of YouTube for a while. I mean, mind you, I'm not going ahead and monetizing my videos as of yet because I want more subscribers before I start doing that. And I don't want to go ahead and make a living off of something if literally I'm doing it only every once in a while. Until I start feeling like I deserve to go ahead and get paid for it, I don't want to go ahead and try to make money off you guys when I'm not doing it as often as I should. So until then, I will just be doing these for the fun of it. So it doesn't affect me as of yet. But people like, I'm going to say for Channel Awesome, Rice Gaming, these other channels, Your Movie Sucks, they've been going ahead and getting hit with 1 strike when usually all that does is give you like a slap on the wrist saying don't do it again, or at the most will they go ahead and make it to where you only can do 15 minutes of a video. But 1 strike, and I'm talking about just 1. And I'm thinking off the top of my head the Doug Walker video from Channel Awesome, the What the Hell YouTube. I'll try to remember to put that down in the description. They went ahead and got 1 strike for My Neighbor Totoro Disney-cember video, and they literally can't do any video over 15 minutes. They have no monetization rights, and also they have access to as little of customer tech support as possible. How the hell does that work? Those are major issues. I mean, mind you, the 15-minute thing, okay, that happened whenever you first got a strike, if maybe the second time, because usually they're pretty lenient when it comes to their strike system. You know, it depends on the severity. And mind you, I've gotten a strike before. I have, but the thing is, though, it happened a while ago, and I don't remember exactly what it was that happened at that time. But for that to all of a sudden happen out of nowhere, with no explanation, because he's been trying to get in contact with YouTube to go ahead and kind of fight against it, like what he does for most of his videos, he can't get a hold of anybody human. And every time that he is told to try a different route, it's either a method he can't use, or it's one that nobody freaking pays attention to. And that is an issue. And it just absolutely sucks that he's going through all of this with literally no answers. Apparently none of these channels are getting answers because YouTube support is nothing but freaking automated, which sucks. Automated means that nobody is watching it. It's all based on algorithm, and if your video does not fall within the algorithm, then it will flag you, it will slam you upside the head with a fine. It sucks. I mean, mind you, it won't actually fine you, but the thing is, though, it's a fine on your finances if you're monetizing your videos. If you make a living from YouTube, that's your job. And if you get hit with something like that and you're not getting paid for your videos, you're basically getting taken away from your job. You're being laid off, basically, without any rhyme or reason. And the thing is, though, is that if YouTube changed their rules, they didn't tell anybody. And that's the scariest part, because what's to say this won't happen again? So I'm worried because I've been trying to go ahead and, make a living off of this and all that fun stuff. But the thing is, though, is that you can't make a living off of something if you don't get paid for it. And I feel bad because what if channels like Markiplier or PewDiePie or Fine Brothers or anything like that? I don't even know if Fine Bros got hit yet. But all these major video makers that make a living off of YouTube, what if they get hit? I mean, they don't exactly live cushy lives anymore. I mean, they're kind of living paycheck to paycheck as much as the rest of us. I mean, I feel really bad because this is their livelihood. This is their job. They spend countless hours doing these things and planning and writing and scripting and doing all this technical things. But if they're going to get hit by it, then what's the point? If you're not going to get paid for it, I mean, mind you, people like me who are basically just doing it when they have time. I mean, until I get a bigger following, until I feel like I deserve to get paid for it, it doesn't really affect me all that much. But there are smaller channels that are trying to start out with monetization that are getting flagged. I don't know anybody in particular. I mean, mind you, I haven't really been on YouTube very often lately, but it's not necessarily my fault. But it's just one of those things where I'm worried about these channels because some people are literally dropping everything to put all their cards on YouTube, and that's a scary thing if this can happen again. But what kind of upsets me is that I was never notified of any changes to the rules. I mean, mind you, I wouldn't mind so much if I had a notice, if I had a warning saying, hey, we've really become more strict of a company. If you screw up, the first strike is going to do this and this and this. They never said anything to anybody, and that worries me. You're basically saying, hey, unless you do something like what I'm doing now with a vlog, or something that doesn't have something copyrighted to it, unless you do things like that, you're severely in danger of not only losing your quote-unquote job, but also losing your ability to do such things. And it's scary. Because YouTube, it's still a new, fresh company, but if it's able to do things like this and make it to where it's almost impossible to do these things, then what's the point of becoming a new YouTuber? That doesn't make any sense. If you're banking on the fact that you're going to be able to make a living off of, let's say, gaming reviews or movie reviews, like what I do, if you're expecting to do these things, how can you do it if you don't get paid for it? If that's going to be your job, you can't do anything unless you're getting paid for it. So I don't know what's going on with YouTube and all that. I only know as much as what Doug Walker has said on this video, saying that he can't get in touch with customer support, like anybody human. He's been getting nothing but computer messages. And when he was told about such things, that he went ahead and he was told to do a website, but the website doesn't work unless you have certain rights on the YouTube page, as in, I think, like monetization and things like that. It's monetization approved. But the thing is, if you don't do monetization, you can't get in touch with it. So why would you send a faulty message when you know damn well that obviously he's getting in contact because he can't freaking access his account? That makes no sense. So deep down, I'm wondering, and maybe the reason why YouTube hasn't said anything, I'm wondering whether or not maybe they did have a breach in security and somebody is jacking up all these major channels. But at the same time, I don't want to go ahead and jump the gun and say that that's the exact reason. Because obviously, if they had, hopefully, YouTube would be big enough of themselves to go ahead and admit when they had a breach in security. Obviously, credit card companies have that happen all the time. They say they have the highest branch of security available, and yet it still happens. But the thing is, I think with a company as large as YouTube, that they should have something in place in case it does happen, instead of having it literally ruining some people's lives. And mind you, it's only been the past few weeks. I mean, Doug Walker has been trying to go ahead and get in contact with these people for roughly about 3 weeks. That's nearly a month of not getting paid. And that's kind of worrisome, considering that he has bills to pay. Everybody does. And if you're not going to go ahead and do that and get paid and be able to pay your bills and things like that, you're kind of on the fence, and you better be thankful that you have something stashed, like you better have some money saved up or something. But in any event, it doesn't really affect me yet. I'm kind of wondering whether or not it's going to be something as low-key or high-profile as it is now. I don't know. And as of right now, I don't really I wouldn't say I don't care, considering that it doesn't affect me, but at the same time, I worry because some of my big YouTuber friends, I worry about them getting hit. And I just hope that they won't, considering that some of them do YouTube covers and do song covers and reviews and parodies and things like that. I feel bad for these people because they spend a lot of time and effort into these videos only to not get paid for it. And again, you put as much effort into something like that, and it's a literal labor of love, and yet you're going to get hit with something that you didn't even know was possible to get hit with. So I feel really, really bad, and I hope that this gets resolved soon, or that somebody says something, like maybe YouTube has a press conference or something to say, yes, we forgot, or something to let these people know that, yes, there are changes to the rules. If they don't do that, then I worry about my friends. And I worry about whether or not I should even be considering the idea of starting a career on YouTube. And I just hope that nothing, that literally everything gets resolved. I really hope that everything gets resolved. And I don't even know what else to say about it. I mean, it's frightening to think that a company that literally has a lot of people wrapped around its finger can so easily cut the thread to so many paychecks and things like that. I feel bad. It's as bad as a company just laying off people for no reason. So that's my 2 cents on it. And I will be going ahead and doing more movie reviews. I have a couple written down that I want to do, recent movies that I've seen. And others that I kind of just recently got to see, but they're kind of old. And by old, I mean like 2000s. So like, just kind of like, kind of recent, kind of not. But either way, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will be getting back into movie reviews and things like that. And for my other channels, if any of you know of them, I have, I will be making videos for them as well. But at the same time, I have other obligations, like my 3 jobs. I'm lucky today I don't have to go in until a little later. But in any event, have a wonderful day, guys. I hope that this didn't scare anybody away from doing this or whatever. I just wanted to warn you. If you're going to make content, just be very careful. I don't want anybody else to get nailed by this, and it sucks that nobody has any answers. I can't even tell you what to be careful of, because nobody knows what's going to set YouTube off. We don't know. They're like a ticking time bomb of scissors. And the scissors are cutting either threads or they're cutting paychecks. It really sucks. But in any event, just be careful, guys, okay? I want you all in order to be able to do what you want to do, and if that includes YouTube, I just hope that this doesn't royally mess you up, or it doesn't scare you from doing it. Making videos is fun. It's enjoyable. It's an experience, and it's nice to leave a video of yourself out on the internet, which lasts forever. But it's scary if it turns out that one thing that you put a labor of love into is the downfall. So just be very careful. All right? So have yourselves a wonderful day. I'm going to try to get maybe a movie review out today, right after this, to see if I can fit it in before I have to go to work in a few hours. But in any event, have a wonderful day, guys, and I'll talk to you later. Take care.